Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and in this video, we're going to be having a look at the new CCM Tucker 48. This is a very strange vehicle, and when I say it's strange, I mean it's weird. It is very weird looking, very odd. However, I actually was talking to one of my buddies, Diesel Addict, and actually, apparently, in the original version of this thing, in real life, even way back when this thing was out in the 40s, that central headlight actually turned with the wheel. Now, I know that's kind of an odd little bit of technology for something like this to have, but nonetheless, I mean, if it did have that, that's wild for 1948. Like, what the heck? All right, so let's go into the customization options, and then after we do that, we're going to take it outside of the garage here on the Super Truck Stadium map, and we're going to take it for a little bit of a drive and a little bit of a rip. But once again, we've got to go through these customization options first and see what all we can do to it. Now, let me know in the comment section down below if this is something you would drive, or if this is something you would add to your garage, or if it's just too odd to have a spot in your garage. So, let's see. Air-cooled 5.5 liter Boxer 6. Apparently, that's the base engine. We've also got 5.5 liter Boxer 6 stock, which brings us up to an S+ power to weight rating. And then we have the 5.5 liter Boxer 6 Performance Edition, which says it has plenty of old school performance mods done. Right. All right. So we'll go ahead and go with that one. Now, let's see. Gearbox-wise, Cord 812, Tucker Matic R3, and Tucker Y7. Now, I have, Y1. Good God. Apparently, I can't read today. That is a 1, not a 7. Tucker Y-1. So, I don't really know which one is supposed to be the best. However, I am going to go out on a limb and say that since this one is the most expensive, it might have the most gears. Might. That's not always the case, though. So let's see. Suspension-wise, standard ride, lowered 2.5 inches, or lifted 5 inches. I'm not sure which one we should go with. I think right off the bat, we're going to go with the lifted one, just so we can see what we can do in terms of tires. But I don't think that, like, oh my god, we can put Hummer H2 tires on this thing. What the heck? Dude, that should not be allowed, but I already love the fact that it is. Okay, I might actually throw these Hummer H2 tires on it because they're not exactly like the most fitting tires for this thing, but at the same time, the tire size and the offset makes it look kind of proportional. All right, so we can throw a roof rack up top if we want to, if we so desire, and then we really only have one. Whoa, all right. Look at this freaking custom paint job, though. There's actually, it looks like old photos of the original car kind of blended into the paint job. That is so interesting. That's actually really, really, really cool. Holy crap. The car of tomorrow, today. Are you sure about that? Because I don't think this is exactly what cars today look like. But either way, we're going to go ahead and take it outside the garage now and see what it's like to actually drive. Now, I'm going to run this faded red, and we're going to put beans on the dash. And I am not completely sure if it's going to be, like, all over the place, or if it's going to be, if it's going to work well, if it's going to not work very well. This is actually kind of fast. So that's only a 4-speed. Let me see what options. Oh, so that was actually the off-road box that I chose. If I go with the highway box, it's 8 gears. Dang, that's wild. All right, let's see if it'll make the first jump, and I'm going to use this as a substitute for the bridge jump because this doesn't really necessarily have a bridge jump, but it has tons of other jumps. So, oh, wow, yeah, that's totally going to make it. Holy crap. Dude, it went, like, all the way over the freaking landing zone, pretty much. God. It actually doesn't handle half bad, though. I mean, it actually got the power down in that corner. It's super easy to manage the way it drives. Okay, but you're, oh my god. Yeah, until it just decides that there's no traction remaining at all. And that's weird because on the previous corner, which was also paved, it had plenty of traction, but on that one, it was just like, nah, we're gonna just go straight. We're just gonna plow understeer, and you're gonna deal with it. I'm staying flat on the throttle for this. That's the only way I'm gonna make it. It is weird having the engine in the back, but, like, the handling on the dirt is actually really good. Like, really surprisingly good. Come on. See, that drift wasn't half bad at all. It actually gathered itself back up super nicely. Ooh, God, come on. Come on, let's go. Jeez, let's get after it. Come on, dude. There we go. I was going to try to get as close as I could to the tires without hitting them, and instead I just decided that hitting them was the best course of action. I gotta say, it's like, it's not the worst at like a, you know, like a jump track like this. You would think it would be really bad, and it's not by any means the greatest, but it's also not by any means the worst. It stays surprisingly flat around the corners, and I was actually kind of worried that some of these high-speed corners, I was going to end up, like, tipping it over or flipping it over. Nothing of the sort with this thing. Absolutely nothing of the... Oh, God. I'm going to hit the rocks. Yep. God, I was wondering if I could go into it with that much speed, and I'm pretty dang sure that I got my answer, and I'm sure that y'all got your answer as well, because, yeah, that didn't go all that well for us, did it? All right, up and over the top. Easy does it. Oh, geez. If you could, like, make that corner, that'd be... Wow! And then, see, you'll get some drifts like that that'll go so well that you'll question it in your head, and you'll go, is this a drift car? Because it sure as heck drives like one sometimes. Maybe that's due to the way the weight balance is, I'm not sure, but he did an amazing job making this thing super fun to drive. I mean, it is so much fun to rip this thing around this racetrack. Now, regardless of whether or not you like the way it looks, if you haven't tried this thing yet, definitely give it a try because, I mean, and take it out to the racetrack out here on Stadium Super Truck because, man, it is a blast to drive in this configuration. It is an absolute joy to drive. Now, obviously, there's going to be a couple of weird scenarios that you might get into on pavement, but really, that's just kind of something that you're going to deal with any vehicle in this game, especially if you get going pretty fast. But, like, even right there, oh, God, come on, throttle, please. Thank you. That's sketchy, though. It does like to, like, dart the opposite direction. Not always, but, oh, there we go. I'm kind of getting a little bit better at gathering it up now. Not bad at all for a lap of the track. That did amazing. Like, that did really, really, really well. That did so freaking well. So now, I actually have a bit of an idea. Now, what I'm going to do is, and I can't believe that I haven't done this yet, so I'm going to go ahead and just accept this guy right here, and we're going to go ahead and max out our rank and XP, and then recover back into the garage. And now that we've done that, we have access to pretty much whatever tire setup we'd like. Because really, the tires on this thing are pretty much all default tires or modified versions thereof. And actually, I really do like this AS3. That kind of looks almost period, well, not period correct, but like a little bit more fitting, especially because of the wheel style. Let's try the, let's try, wait a minute. These are both MS1s. Oh, wait, that's a different wheel set, though. That makes sense. I was like, they're the Apache wheels. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I gotcha on that one. That makes total sense. So let's see how you perform with these. This is going to be a little weird, but, like, I guarantee you it's not going to be all that great on pavement. But since it's a mud compound, let's see how it does in the mud. Oh. Yeah, if you want to take this thing in the mud, I would definitely recommend not using these tires. They're not necessarily mud rated, in my opinion. However, they might be somewhat decent on the balance course. That's a big maybe, though. Like, when I say a big maybe, that's a big maybe. It's also a very long car, and at the end of the day, a long wheelbase is not what you want on this course. Like, you have to plan almost every movement, what feels like a year in advance. There we go, there we go, there we go. Hey, not bad. I'm not gonna lie, that went pretty well. That went pretty dang well. I just gotta see if I can make my way down to the, down to the end of this without sliding off. It's fairly responsive, and I have to give it credit where credit is due. The responsiveness of this thing is really top-notch. Even when I, like, barrel the front end into the ground. Oh, come on. Make your way. There we go. Now, this part is going to be sketch. It's going to be real sketch. We're just going to have to be extremely careful. Because this doesn't really have all that much flex. Oh. Whoa! Keeping the steady pace actually really helped. I know that on camera, it probably doesn't really look like it's all that crazy, but, dude, this, like, actual flex section is really, really nasty when you actually look at the variance in the height between both rails. It's bad. I gotta say, this thing is ripping through the balance track. Like, what the heck is this even about? Wow! Alright, barrel through this flex obstacle, because really, at the end of the day, I don't even need to worry about that one. I can just literally barrel through it and it'll be just fine. All right, now making our way up the balance beams. Yeah, this is gonna just monster the rest of this course. Absolutely monster it. Just need to kind of find my footing right there on the exit, and boom, it's good to go. God, that is absolutely tremendous, and it's so impressive that this thing is just constantly putting in an incredible performance, and I'm not even really driving all that accurately, and that's the funny thing. I'm just kind of like, you know, yeah, I'll go somewhat in this direction and somewhat in that direction, and it works. It really does work. I don't know how it's doing what it's doing, but man, is it doing it. All right, let me see if I can do this without... Oh, God. Yeah, that's an issue. That's a big issue. Yep. Man, that's always the issue I have right there. And there's no scenario, basically, where I haven't had that issue. There's almost zero scenario where I haven't had that issue. Like, almost every vehicle that I have tried to bring through here has had that exact issue. And I'm not in any way, shape, or form going to blame that on the vehicle. It's just a really tricky obstacle. You know what? Yeah. Winch pull, please. Come on. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Just like an inch or two more. There we go. Thank you. All right, let's make our way out of here. One last set of challenges now. Turn, stop understeering. Thank you. I would greatly appreciate that. Picking up a lot of damage, but I'm not going to worry about it. Here we go. This obstacle, as long as you get your approach right, it's easy. This second part is also fairly easy in anything that has, like, tires that are kind of wide-ish. So we really shouldn't have to worry about much there. As long as we... Just nice and easy. We actually almost fell off there. We were so close to falling off. Jumping over the landing ramp. You know, I was gonna say I wanted to just kick the rear end around the corner, but, like... It was like, yeah, you're just gonna go forward now. It's gonna be understeer city for you. We are almost there. Apart from the wonky, like, winching moment or winching section, this thing is ripping, dude. Absolutely ripping. Okay, let me make my way through here. Let's go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Dude! I mean, I'm just, like... literally just yeeting it through there, and it had absolutely no complaints whatsoever. So, did this thing surprise me? Oh, heck yeah, it did. Absolutely, it surprised me. Is it weird? Sure. Is it strange? Absolutely. But, like, if you're looking for something to kind of change up what's in your garage, I mean, I don't think you could go wrong with this thing. It's so quirky and weird and different, but, like, at the end of the day, it does have a really interesting element of charm to it as well. And if you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed this mod, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit that like button if you did enjoy, subscribe if you're new, and turn those notifications on, and I will see y'all next time. Talk to y'all later.